Welcome to Detroit, Michigan, the Motor City. Today here at Ford Field as a pair of teams collide, trying to emerge victorious in the game above Sports Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on another team from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Louisville's offense will come out first. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Back to throw, it's Moss. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Let's talk a minute about Louisville's new quarterback, Miller Moss. Last year, started 9 games at his childhood favorite, USC, before being replaced by Jaden Maiava. Now with the Ville, he fills a void and brings a gunslinger mentality, Jesse.
He has that gunslinger mentality. When it's going good, it's normally going really, really good, but he has to be able to avoid the mistakes. And let's not forget, he's got some pretty big shoes to fill, too. Tyler Shuck did some really good things for Louisville's offense a season ago. So for Miller Moss, a chance to rejuvenate his career and do it at Louisville.
Now on second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Takes it from the gun on third down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, he could not protect the ball enough.
The Cardinals send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. The Blue Devils offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
The Blue Devils are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Fires to the tight end. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll send the back in motion. Just keep slinging it. Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Blue Devils can really attack on this second and short. On the run, it's Moore. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
The Blue Devils are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down. A strike downfield. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. And the Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Anthony. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they cover the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Moss. Trying to escape and get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time, you get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And the Cardinals in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking left. Makes the grab. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Brown. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
The Cardinals with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Got it behind the line. It's Brown. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Ooh, that's a great tackle by the linebacker. If he doesn't make that play on the running back catching the ball in the flat, that might be a big gainer. Nice job with fundamental tackling defensively.
And the Cardinals are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Looking down the middle. Complete downfield. They bring him down, but not before he gets a 1st down at the 35. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Stewart.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. He slides that just inside the right upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the 2nd half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable 1st half so far. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
The Cardinals will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. And they got it done in the 1st half, but the job now, follow up. He lofts one down the sideline. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. He'll take another shot here. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
This offense has struggled to get any rhythm going, and the only success they've had is throwing to this guy, so no question here in the 2nd half. They're going to try to do that more often, but the defense knows it. Nice job there in coverage, making sure that one fell incomplete.
Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. Got it set up on the outside. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
Really good job by the defense, understanding 3rd down, the situation of the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down distance first, and now forcing a 4th down.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Now on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Off play action on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Bell. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the third quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? Defense isn't going to be expecting it. They took the shot, they hit it, and this offense is humming.
Give to Brown. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Moss. Bringing the heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
I don't bring more speed on the field if I don't think it's a pass, right? If I think they're going to line up and hit me in the mouth, I'm going to bring more big guys. They brought more speed on the field. They went nickel. They knew it was a passing situation. They told those pass rushers to hunt, those DBs to cover. The defense was ready for that.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Touchdown Cardinals. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. So after getting into the end zone in that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Going right to work up top. Caught over the middle. It's Anthony. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Pulls it and fires to the left. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Motion from the back. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Blue Devils are marching down the field. He's got it on the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
These crucial situations you practice so much. Inside of 2 minutes, they score, they win. Defensively, how do you bow your neck? You force a turnover, force the fumble, get the ball back to your offense. Go get me a few first downs. This one's over.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. They want that clock to run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He'll run it again. Tried to get him a little breathing room, and they're still suffocating in their own end. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Moss. Can't make the catch on 3rd down, and the rarest of drops for this guy.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
And the Cardinals will call on their punt team. Now, if you're really worried about the block, I guess you could think about taking the safety here in the free kick. A fair catch is called for. It'll give them great field position. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They're working that left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that clock is ticking. That clock is ticking big time. I want to take shots down the field. I want to save my timeouts, and I want to try to get out of bounds here with the clock ticking down and us trailing by a score.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Moore. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Deep shot for the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
One of the reasons this defense is so hard to move the football on, they've got a safety back there who's just reading the QB's eyes, and he's so athletic and so fast. He's able to break passes up, and right now, it's like he's just toying with the quarterback. He's inviting him to try and take some shots, knowing that he's going to get there to disrupt the ball.
He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he just avoided taking a big hit with the slide.
Even though he gets tackled down in bounds with no timeouts, I think you have time here to clock it quickly and then get your field goal unit out there.